Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The people of Calgary-Glenmore, along with thousands of Albertans across this province, want to send the Premier a message. The projected $8 billion deficit is unacceptable and hurting Albertans. Mr. Speaker, the Premier has stated there will be no new taxes and he'll make cuts to his budget, while at the same time proposing new and unnecessary pieces of legislation estimated to cost Albertans billions more. The Premier cannot expect Albertans to accept major deficit spending when he won't even cut his own wage. Mr. Speaker, when will the Premier be honest with Albertans, lead by example, and give back all of his 30% pay raise, not just a token 15% of the raise?
The Honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, again, percentages. I very clear in the news release that showing leadership in terms of trimming spending at government, and all I have, Mr. Speaker, is influence on, of course, on my salary and that of cabinet. So all cabinet ministers took a reduction of over $6,000, and my reduction was $12,000 some odd dollars a year.
Honourable member.
Mr. Speaker, the raise was unwarranted and undeserved, and the gap continues to widen. The Premier has jeopardized our health care through the centralization of power and decision-making via the Super Board, and has further insulted Albertans by handing out exorbitant wage contracts to unelected government appointees. Will the Premier do the right thing and listen to Albertans and renegotiate these exorbitant wages?
The Honourable the Premier.
I'm not quite sure who he's referring to, so we'll have to clarify and be very specific.
He's not either,
because there are quasi-judicial authorities in the province of Alberta, ERCB, AUC, ASO. There's a whole number of them, AFSC, that do work on behalf of the province of Alberta. They are quasi-judicial in authority making decisions on applications, whether it be for development or an environment. But I'm not, if he can be more specific.
The Honourable member.
Therein lies the problem. He has no realization the wages have been exorbitant. Albertans have been insulted with the golden handshakes, and he knows exactly who he's made these contracts with. But the Premier has stated that he will make $470 million in cuts to this year's budget, while proposing billions of dollars of new spending on 2 lines of unneeded infrastructure. Will the Premier be honest with Albertans and admit that additional deficit spending is new additional taxes on Alberta's families, workers and children?
The Honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, I think he's referring to a bill that's before this House, and that is Bill 50. And of course, can't comment on it because it's before the House. But with respect to spending on infrastructure, I can tell you that we are going to continue to build the infrastructure that's absolutely necessary in this province. We need more highway, we need more roads, we need more schools, we need more seniors facilities to ensure that we can move seniors from acute care hospitals into accommodation, at least into those communities that they help build. So we will continue to invest public dollars in infrastructure. It's keeping people employed, and we also need the infrastructure.